Up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I am going live to ask a question of an article that I just seen. I did a video earlier this morning about the same topic, and his name is Oleksandr Usyk, which of course is the unified heavyweight champion of the world. And you know, I'm thinking about what he said about him being the boogeyman. And I will let the chat load. I will let it let you guys come about. It is hot as 102 in the ATX. It is mad, man. Hot times. I'm out here and I'm trying to get some shelter right now. Go home, make me a sandwich. But I want to talk about some boxing. You know, it's crazy, man, that Usyk, he's like, hey, I'm the new boogeyman. I'm the guy that, you know, people fear. You know, I want you guys feedback on that. We got FLA Sportsman. Let's hear it. Yeah, man. Usyk saying and claiming that he is the new boogeyman. Yo, I think they closed. No, it's Monday, right? Yeah, it is Monday. So I think, like, if anything, I need a poll. I need you guys feedback. You know, Usyk stating that, hey, it's not me saying so. It's these guys are making me the boogeyman, and the actions they're doing is really speaking for itself, right? It's showing it. Q Ball, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you in the building. Yeah, you guys come in. You guys hit that like button. Come on in. Come one, come all. You know, I've been grinding this morning, bro. I've been listening to a lot of feedback from even Tyson Fury and Ngannou. A lot of people are shitting on that fight. I want to know what you guys feel about that fight, first off. Because, hey, it's not really a fight, is it? If that's what you want to call it, you know. It's more like an event. You know, I remember Floyd Mayweather, you know, I don't have fights. I have events. I have events. People come to my shows. People come to my shows to watch me lose. Some see me win. Either way, they still pay me to get in. Bars. Bars. But no, seriously, man, we have a lot of it's a lot of stuff going on in the sport of boxing that I want to discuss. You know, yeah, that's cool. It's open. Coolness. But yeah, man, Usyk is stating that he is the new boogeyman. And I want enough of you guys to come on so we can do an average vote to see what's going on. Oh, good. I'm like Macaulay Culkin up in this piece, right? So I'm going to take it inside. John Large. Fury should be fighting Hrgovic. Straight facts, Kurt. He should be fighting anybody. I mean, Hrgovic is the IBF guy. You know, he's the IBF mandatory. You know, but me personally, I don't really care really who it is. He could fight Hrgovic. You know why he could fight a Hrgovic and I won't have a problem with it, and no one really should have a problem with it? It's simply because Philip Hrgovic is a guy that is a true boxer. He's an official professional boxer. He's not a side guy. He's not, he wasn't doing this other thing. He wasn't a YouTuber. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't anything like that. Okay? Dude, it's scorching hot out here. And you know what's crazy? The wind's blowing. The fucking wind's blowing. Mama Lou, hey Kurt, how you doing? I am hot. Dude, it is hot out here. Usyk was more threatening, it seemed, at the Dubois face-off. I think the war has taken some of his light-heartedness away. Um, I don't know. I mean, because if it was between the way he fought and the first Joshua fight, I would have to say, I would have to say that he fought a lot better when he wasn't all nerved up. Arizism, Kurt, much love, bro. Always appreciate you, man. Hope you're good, man. Everything good so far. So far, everything's good. I think he finishes Dubois ruthlessly. You know what? If he finishes Dubois ruthlessly, you know what that would have meant? I think that would be Oleksandr Usyk's way of actually taking it to his oppressors. You know, it's making him first of all, if he goes in there and beats the shit out of Danny Dubois, right? And he goes in there, he does something like that. He beats the shit out of him. That's his response and frustration for showing that this should have been Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, you should have took this ass whooping. You should have took this carnage, this maximum violence. You should have done this. Who's next for Mark Madoff? I don't know. Somebody, some unlucky bastard that's going to be in for a tough time. Nick Guy, better hot than cold, bro. Freezing down here in New Zealand, and Usyk is the boogeyman in my opinion. Least he's prepared to fight boxers. I heard that. Counterpunch to you, Nick, man. I hope you get warm, you know. So I guess it's winter down that way. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Universal Magic, Greedy Belly. Where are you, Greedy Belly? Where are you? Usyk is the boogeyman. Definitely, I agree. So, you know, it's bad, man, that Tyson has, and it makes him look real bad. I mean, it makes him look to the point where he's just like, he's a joke at this point. I mean, literally, he's a joke at this point. Put some fucking clown makeup on him. He's actually the joke. I don't even think that's even worthy of saying that. Could Dubois be the one to beat Usyk? Marcy D. Dubois has a puncher's chance, but that's all you give him. That's all you can give Dubois. Let's just be honest. That's the only thing you can give Dubois is the fact, oh, he can punch. And you know what? It's sad to say. This is the problem. You give Daniel Dubois the same chance you give Francis Ngannou. Let me say that again. I give Daniel Dubois the same chance of beating Oleksandr Usyk as I do with Francis Ngannou beating Tyson Fury. They're just both heavy punchers because they're both very big men. Shit, they're around the same size, honestly. Big Boss, salute Big Kurt. This is only putting more respect on AJ's name for not ducking him. More respect. I didn't even really think of that, but yeah, you're absolutely true. That's a fact. And see, I think that frustrates Joshua too. I mean, I think it's bad all over. Because when Tyson just shows, hey, I can fight Wilder, and we'll talk about Wilder in depth, but only Wilder, it just shows you that Tyson Fury is not a legitimate, and you shouldn't take him seriously for anything. Easy, Kurt. Dubois is in for a tough shift. He's got to show us some bravery that we haven't seen. I hope Daniel has some success and comes out of this with a place still to go? Well, it depends, man. It depends on how that fight goes. Daniel Dubois basically he's going where he's going to go. He's young enough to go farther. It's just for one, he has an eye injury that he's acquired before. You know, look at Kell Brook. Um, Billy Joe Saunders was out for a while with an orbital bone fracture. Who else? Oscar Rivas. You remember him? We haven't seen him in a while. I think Usyk is overrated in the sense that a lot of people act like he never gets hit clean. He does get hit clean quite a bit. He just has a good chin. The Joker, counterpunch to you. I do agree. I do agree with that. And then that's going to be, on my breakdown as well, because you're absolutely right. People, I make no illusions for fighters. I don't. Um, what Joker said had made a lot of sense. See, Usyk does get hit. If you look at Usyk and you look at him from the beginning of a fight to the end of the fight, just take the two Joshua fights. You're going to see Usyk before and after. It looks like night and day. So yes, he does get hit. And I think what people are missing out on is the fact that Ukrainians are a lot stronger than they are let on, or that people give them credit for. People just thought Usyk was just so small because these other guys were so big, to the point when they land and when they connect, it's just going to be a sure thing. That's what everybody thought that was going to happen with AJ, right? Let's just be real. Before that fight with AJ versus Usyk, the first thing we said is Usyk, well, you guys, not me. He was too small. Usyk was too small. The moment Joshua connects with a good left hook, a right uppercut, or a punch like that, a straight right even, Usyk is gone. He's done. He's going to be out of here. And what happened? He wasn't. He ate those punches like Whoppers, double Whoppers with cheese, all the trash. Okay, he ate those punches. But he took those punches and he took that licking and he kept on ticking. Bars. Universal Magic. Dubois could upset Usyk, but I can't see it. I see Usyk making a statement with KO within 7 or 8 rounds. Good counterpunch, Usyk. I mean, Universal Magic. I was about to say Usyk Magic. Ryan Watterson. Joyce said Ngannou hit crazy hard and that he was running away from Ngannou, trying not to get hit in sparring. Well, that's Joyce said that. Man, that's a good sign. Because Joyce is the chin of chins, right? And if the chin of chins is running around the ring instead of getting it ends, bars. That's a problem. Good for him. I hope he knocks out Tyson Fury. Why so many people hate Deontay Wilder? I don't know, honestly. I think it's a combination on why people hate Wilder. First of all, shout out to my boy Hendrix Lee Rowe in the building. What's up, my brother? Um, let's go back. Okay, why do people hate Wilder? All right, I'm gonna give you guys some reasons why people hate Wilder. Some of it's legitimate, some of it's not. Some of it's just some people, should be wearing white sheets with holes in them. You know what I'm saying? I think that if anything, uh, let's see. I think Wilder was outspoken. He pissed a lot of people off when he didn't fight Anthony Joshua. So, I mean, and I'm talking about back then. And when things revealed themselves, we found out that Deontay avoided that fight. So basically, he ducked that fight to fight Tyson Fury again. So the karma on Wilder was, not only did you miss out on your money, fuck your $50 million offer to Joshua because it didn't mean anything. if you don't come with the biggest offer anyway. Even if the $50 million was real, right? And Joshua took it, it would have been stupid because they offered Wilder $100 million. But him turning it down, going back to Al Heyman, Showtime or whatever, just to follow Tyson Fury to get his ass beat at the end twice shows numbers. Because Tyson really stuck the fuck to him. You guys know that happened. Yeah, I've been hanging around my uncle too much, stuck the fuck to him. But no, that's what happened. He wanted to fight Tyson Fury, and he wanted to justify it by him having integrity. Like, I gave him my word I would fight him again. I'm like, dude, Tyson Fury showed you that your word didn't mean anything to him the moment he signed with ESPN. Okay, give you guys a backstory what happened in 19. Those guys fought in 18. They supposed to ran it back in 19. Tyson Fury decided, no, I'm not fighting you. Get your numbers up, kid. I'm signing with ESPN, but you can sign with ESPN and we'll offer you $4 million a fight. And I think it was for like 3 fights or 4 fights. And Deontay Wilder was like, you backstabbing cocksucker, because you agreed that we were going to split it 50-50, you and me. See, Deontay Wilder, I think, was more hurt because he thought that Tyson Fury was going to co-conspire with him with Anthony Joshua, because Joshua was supposed to have been the guy that they were freezing out, because Joshua was already making the money and they wanted to teach Anthony Joshua a lesson. And he thought Tyson Fury was going to come back into the sport of boxing, become that cherry pick that he needed to knock out to be up there where Joshua was. But Tyson Fury had his own agenda. In fact, Tyson Fury cherry picked Deontay Wilder because he knew Deontay Wilder didn't really have the skills to really match his. All you have to do is avoid the power. Okay. And that's what Tyson Fury did, but he almost, 98.2% of the time. Right. So that's what happened with him. So Wilder, back to why people hate Wilder, is because Wilder got beat up. Then he made about 50 million excuses on why he lost, and people lost a lot of respect for him. Okay, but I don't even really think it was Wilder, though, that people didn't respect. What people said was, top of the morning, Fractal Walrus. I am very feel for Hendricks Lee Rowe. Me too, brother. What ended up happening, people lost more and more respect for him. And then the guys that were egging it on, that were promoting the whole idea that Tyson Fury was just a cheat, and they were busy trying to shit on Tyson Fury's name. And see, here's the irony of it all. The only reason they were shitting on Tyson Fury's name then wasn't because he was a cheat, wasn't because he was a really bad person. It didn't have anything to do with that. They shitted on Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury beat their mascot for the race card. So Wilder actually didn't have a lot of fans. He had a lot of people that only followed him or seemingly used him as a tool to push their own racist agendas. It's just that Deontay Wilder was, I'm going to tell you who Deontay Wilder was. Deontay Wilder was the poster child, was the brand ambassador for everybody that thought that, hey, Deontay Wilder is better because he's black. Okay, that's just like they did Max Schmeling back in the fucking Hitler times. And Max Schmeling wasn't even a fucking Nazi. He wasn't a Nazi. But Adolf Hitler, of course, was in power at that time, so that's who he put on the pinnacle. He was that poster child. The same thing they did for Wilder on a much, much smaller scale, okay? But nonetheless, that's what they did. So a lot of people didn't like Wilder for that, and then Wilder is a guy that loves his heritage. Since he loves his heritage, people misconstrued him. Oh, he's a racist too. So that's how it was. Usyk is a very good boxer and very smart, says Jamal27. Man, Ruiz destroyed AJ's mind, my brother. Well, he destroyed the way he thought, didn't he? Destroyed his mindset for being a ambitious, aggressive fighter. The Joker. There was a heavyweight MMA fighter called Tony Johnson who sparred both Ngannou and Wilder, and he said that Wilder hits way harder. Okay. Staraptor, Staraptor, is it Staraptor Flock? Yeah. I still can't hate on Wilder. His matches are too entertaining. Well, Wilder gets the knockout. Wilder gets the knockout, people. John Large, Kurt, what is your take on Wilder's metal rods in his hands? I think they're necessary. I mean, I think the doctor decided to do what he needed to do for the welfare of Wilder's hand, and that's that. I don't look too much into that shit. He has a metal rod. A lot of people have metal bars in their arms. Okay, so what? People have metal bars in their head. So what? That's how the doctor constructed the right hand. Leave Wilder's right hand alone. He can still punch harder than a mother sucker. He was punching hard before the rods were in there, and he's punching hard to this day. Counter punch. That's how I feel about Wilder's right hand and the metal bars that people, and I know people speculate, and I know where that's going. Oh, yeah, he has metal rods. That's why he hits hard. No. His metal rods because he broke his fucking hand. Nothing more, nothing less. Wilder's jealous side came out after Joshua beat Klitschko. Yeah, it did. Real talk. Am I dead yet? You are absolutely right. I mean, you can just see it. But I think it was a combination of Klitschko and Joshua. But since Joshua was the winner, that's how that was. All that crap about cheating after getting beat. Oh, they putting some on his gloves. Oh, somebody doped my water bottle. Yada yada was sad. Yeah, a lot of people lost respect for Wilder. But see, Wilder showed that he was no bitch. Wilder showed and proved. He proved that they should have let him go out on his shield the second fight. And he would have went. I don't think he, and who knows though? Wilder probably would have landed something like he did in the third fight in the fourth round, and maybe put Tyson down. Maybe, you know what I mean. But here's the problem: we'll never know because they stopped the fight, and that's why Wilder was like, "Hey, I fired my coach because I told him not to stop the fight, and he stopped the fight." That's what happened. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, King Kirk? What's up, King Skrilla? Marcy D, my eyes can see and my ears can still hear. Yeah, I remember Wilder, man. I'm ready to fight to the death. And you know what? I laughed my ass off when I heard that shit. That shit was hilarious, but he was really about that shit. I'm ready to die. The usual people don't remember that Fury publicly called the Joshua fight off himself on the Monday while negotiations were well underway and progressing well. That is true, Wayne Towers, aka Torre. Mastermind 96. Tupac Shakur went to the Bruce Seldon fight, Kurt 96. Leroy, a true champion, eyed humble in defeat. Where is Miller's career going? Hopefully up, because I mean it can't go anywhere but up because it was down. It wasn't anywhere. Testing testosterone. Marcy D, you wrong. The Joker. Wilder's chin looks gone at this point. The first right hand Fury landed in the first fight buckled his legs. I still favor Wilder over AJ, but don't be surprised if he goes down early and AJ connects. I won't be at all. Rosie Mason, I still think Fury will be retired from boxing and gone over to WWE by Christmas. Rosie Mason, that could happen. He's done that. I think he did that in 2020. James Bash blessing me with that cash. Peace, Kurt. Peace to you, my brother James Bash in the building. Everybody be like James Bash and drop a duh on your boy. Mastermind 96. Don't be so one-sided. Tyson Fury was the poster child. He's better because he's white. What? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, okay. Let me, what? Did I read that right? To certain people. Yeah. Mastermind 96. Yeah, there is a flip side to that story. See, what I found out, and this is what disappointed me about people. Um, it didn't surprise me; it just disappointed me that a lot of people had Tyson Fury and they were happy. That was their attitude. They were glad that Wilder lost, and it wasn't because Wilder couldn't fight. It wasn't because Wilder lacked skills. None of that was discussed. What was discussed is Tyson was a white guy. Larry Merchant, a guy I've been looking at for fucking 40 years. Okay? 40, well, I can't say 40 years because I'm not that old, but I mean, a long fucking time. 35 plus years. I've been watching him as a child. And I've heard him go at fighters and try to, kind of discredit their victories. And I've watched this motherfucker over the last 35 fucking years since the 90s, okay? In the late 80s, and I've heard, from the 90s to the 2000s, the 2 decades in the 2000s almost. And I've heard this guy talk about how oh, this doesn't sound like a good performance. You think people will pay to see this? And he said that against guys like Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, Lennox Lewis. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, well, I know there wasn't really a lot of white fighters around, but the moment a white fighter beat a black fighter, this motherfucker was skinning ear to ear. I'm just enjoying this. That disappointed me, and it opened my eyes. Like, okay, now I see what certain fucking people are talking about. Dog Poo Fairy. Well done to Joshua Chisora and Dubois for being brave enough to fight Usyk. It's a shame Fury doesn't have a spine. Yeah, it is a shame that he doesn't want to lose that. Oh, he ain't like Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. I wonder how Vitali versus Wilder would have gone. Ooh, Vitali took longer to retire. Ooh, I don't know, man. If Wilder don't catch him with the right, I say a massacre. See, Wilder would have to hurt and knock these guys out. Vitali, see, Wilder had a chance against Vitali only because Vitali was much more aggressive than Vladimir. He was aggressive. He came at you sparring. Okay, okay. Let me show you guys. All right. This is how Vitali used to come in. Vitali came in like this. He came in like this. He came in just circling, waiting to land that jab. The follower left hand. Follow right, left hand, body shots, left hook, overhand right. Then he'll come back and he'll set up and he'll keep probing. He'll keep sparring. That's what he did. So Vitali was dangerous. If you watch the Vitali versus Lennox Lewis fight, it was exactly like that all night. Tyson Fury ran away from AJ and Usyk. Yep. Corey Nelson, I really want to see that AJ versus Big Baby. Yeah, me too, man. I really want to see that. I would rather see that than a Dillian White rematch, me personally. That would have been an interesting fight. Vitalik was getting old, but he still had a granite chin. Could Wilder have cracked it? I don't know. Wilder had a hard punch. Wilder was younger. He was fresher. Most importantly, Wilder was eager and willing to break his own hand to land a shot that could end the night. He was that kind of dude. You gotta give your credit to Wilder. I mean, his mentality is strictly of a fighter. It's a warrior. DJ Adam G UK. Nah, Kurt, come on, man. Wilder wasn't dropping Fury in the second. He was out of it and just hanging in there. He landed in the first round and it had no effect. No chance he was going to do damage. Well, DJ Adam G UK, guess what? It would have been a massacre, but we know from the third round or fight, that's what was going to happen. You know what I mean? He was going to go out on his shield. He just wanted to get knocked out. And see, this is how I look at it. They should have let it go that way because that would have been something less to complain about. If Deontay Wilder was knocked out the second fight, cold the second fight, that's something that he couldn't have brought up. He couldn't have brought it up to his trainer, He probably had to find another reason to fire Mark Breland. He still would have brought out all the glove gate and stuff like he would have done that, especially then because he was stopped. I know he had something in his gloves. That's so like when you get beat up by a dude and you claim 10 people beat you up. I was at least 10 of them in there. No, it was just one dude hitting you 10 times. Yep. Harry Travolta. Orty from Scotland, Kirk. Counterpunch to you, brother. Bill in the building. What's up, champ? CP to you, brother. CP to you. Counterpunch, Bill. Karen Knight. Hi. Vitali beat Lennox Lewis. That was a shitty stoppage, though, bro. Vitali was beaten by a middleweight Chris Bird. Yeah, he was. Paul Wilson White. Well, Fury smashed Wilder. And that is all she wrote, but Wilder knocks AJ out. Okay, let's see here. Shelley wasn't going to let baby Wilder go anywhere near either one of the Klitschko brothers. No, he wasn't. He loves AJ. I think he loves Deontay. He loves Deontay like an adopted nephew or some shit. You know what I mean? But listen, Vitali was beaten by Chris Bird. That's why for that reason, I have Oleksandr Usyk. For the same reasons, I have Oleksandr Usyk beating Tyson Fury. And I don't think Tyson Fury hits as hard as Vitali did. But I will have Usyk beating Tyson Fury simply because the size, the speed, the aggressiveness, the footwork I see, and I have him beating him. That's why. It's like a vicious bull taking on the best matador in the world. One hell of a matador, though. That matador fucks up. That's his ass. Tommy Burns asked for $35K, which was a lot of money back then to fight Jack Johnson. So Tommy was pricing himself out. The fight eventually happened, and Tommy Burns lost. So Fury is acting like Tommy. Wow, you went back on that one, my good man. So, since I have over 60 people in here, I want you guys to vote. Y for yes, N for no. Is Oleksandr Usyk the new boogeyman of the heavyweight division? I want your feedback, and I want it right now. So, Y and N. Can you give me that, please? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, Watchman, counterpunch to you, says yes. Tony D says yes. Mind of God says yes. Paul Wilson White says no. Star Packer says yes. Am I Dead says no. Jamal says no. Mama Lou says yes. Barry Murray says no. Hergovic. Okay, we got to talk about Hergovic. Mastermind 96. No, he has to beat Wilder first. Ooh, okay. We'll talk about that as well. Ademola. No. Okay. Ademola says no, flat out. Let's go. Let's keep them going. Let's keep them going. Is Usyk the boogeyman? Let's keep them going. Let's go. We need some more proactiveness, people. No, Usyk is Fury's boogeyman. James Bash coming in with that cash. Man, great counterpunch. That's how I feel. I honestly feel. I don't think, and I'm going to give you guys a great comparison here in a second. But let's go. Let's keep voting. Cue Ball says no. All boxing. How is that possible? White fights 12 rounds with Hellenius. Wilder smashes in tilt 1 round. T-Nath Nig COLT. Yes. Jamal 27. If he beats Wilder and Fury. Okay. Cue Ball, agreed, James. Yeah, I'm agreed with him too, Cue Ball. Rosie Mason, Usyk has the best footwork since Ali. That is the key. Bars. Jacob Kettler, what's the question? The question is, Jacob, who is Oleksandr Usyk, the boogeyman of the heavyweight division? That's the question. So if you guys just popped on, that is the question. I want you guys to vote on yes. I want you guys to vote on no. Yes, he is the boogeyman. No, he's not the fucking boogeyman. Okay? No, I think just Fury is avoiding Usyk. Skrilla 50 counterpunch to you. Okay. Nigco Ltd. Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Who else? Paul Wilson White. Usyk is nothing like Ali. How rude. Ooh. He was just born on the same day, same height, same size. Different stance. No, he's not the boogeyman, Harry Travolta. Okay. All right, so let's go back here and talk about Usyk being the boogeyman for a second. Okay. Usyk is Tyson Fury's boogeyman. That's how I feel. If you guys haven't seen the video, that's how I feel about Usyk. Usyk is the boogeyman of Tyson Fury. He's Tyson Fury's nightmare, okay? He's that bad dream for Tyson Fury. He's that guy that Tyson Fury avoids, and he'll make up every fucking excuse. A guy from the UFC. He's not in my era. Remember that shit? He doesn't market enough. He doesn't make enough money. I'll never fight him. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of reasons that Tyson Fury is making us believe that he's scared of Oleksandr Usyk. Okay, nobody would fight Hrgovic for his IBF title eliminator. Nobody. Um, yeah, Zhang did. Zhang did. Okay, now, yeah, Usyk. You can't have Usyk being the boogeyman when guys like Deontay Wilder is claiming that he's scared, and we really haven't dove a lot into that. Usyk has responded to that. He has said, "Well, no, please stop. I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared to fight you." Barry Hrgovic only just got past Zhang. Okay. Zhang got robbed in a Hrgovic fight, in my opinion. Well, a lot of people think that. Cruiserweight top 2 will smash heavyweight all out of top 10. Hmm. Damn. Will smash heavyweight all out of top 10. Really? All boxing? The Joker, is there anyone in the division right now that you would favor to beat Usyk Kurt, like style-wise? Hrgovic has a chance, but then Hrgovic, I think, gets hurt. I don't know how his chin is. Zhang definitely does because he's a southpaw and he's big and he's powerful and he has a chin. His only thing is he gasses out. Joe Joyce might have a good chance because I think he wants a rivalry with Oleksandr Usyk, and he's a lot bigger now, and he may be able to weather the storm. Even though they did fight without gloves, it was different gloves. They did fight without headgear, so Usyk was he was easily to nullify that. So. Wilder could always knock him out. Zhang fought Hrgovic. Okay. Zhang fought Hrgovic without a training camp due to the death of his father. Okay. He's the man who can. He's got the master plan. Bars. Wilder thinks that everyone is scared of him. If only Mauricio would do the right thing and tell Fury to fight the undisputed, impeach Mauricio. Bill, I am with you. Get rid of, you know what? You don't have to get rid of the WBC. Get rid of Mauricio. But getting rid of Mauricio would mean getting rid of the WBC. Why? Because the WBC is really built on the Suleimans. The Suleimans, which he's the son, he's the heir. He's like the prince. Now he's the king of that sanctioning body. All the precedes, all the 3% fees and all that shit, that's all been set up over the years by his father, but his father had integrity. Completely off topic, but do you think Andy Cruz could win a world title within 5 fights? Andy Cruz. Oh yeah, the Cuban, El Cubano. I don't know. He's good though. He's real good. I want to know where his chin is, and I want to know where his punching power is. But skill wise, yo, he's there, bro. I was really impressed with him. And he fought a veteran. He fought a Mexican that wasn't there just to lay down, wasn't there just to get his ass whooped. He was actually trying to win. So, yeah, I think Andy Cruz is pretty good. Depends on who he fights. There's a lot of lightweights there, bro. You got Frank Martin, you got Andy Cruz, Devin Haney, of course, Lomachenko still in the mix, trying to hold on for dear life. Let's see. Zhang hurt Joyce once, but he recovered well. Joyce is still a phenom. I still like Joe Joyce, but Eddie Hearn was right. The way Joyce fights, he's destined to get beat. He fights similar to Adam Kalnaki. I'm just gonna be real. I mean, and where is Adam Kalnaki? He's lost the last 4 fucking fights because once people found out that this guy, oh, he has no defense. Oh, he can be hurt. All it takes are good enough shots to hit him in certain areas. Usyk held back versus Jasor so as not to scare off Joshua. Zhang smashed Joyce's eye and hurt once. A fight was. Wait, Zhang smashed Joyce's eye and hurt. What fight you was watching? No. Joe Joyce actually came back though. I mean, he was hurt, but he came back. So I see what you're saying. Joyce fighting Zhang might be one of the dumbest decisions I've seen. I like that he's fighting the best, but when you're one fight from a world title shot, why would you choose Zhang? Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, you can't be mad at Joe Joyce. You might think business-wise it's reckless or risky, but if he would have won, it would have been rewarding. It just shows you what happens when these fighters fight the best fights, fight the top opposition. That's what happens. So, you can't be mad at Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce was just doing what he does. Listen, Anthony Joshua was going to eventually get beat or upset based on what? Opposition. Look, to say the very least, for everyone that sees knockout artists and they see guys that are definitely, oh man, these guys, oh man, he could whoop everyone. But what happens when they raise opposition? What happens when they get in there with somebody that is better than they are accustomed to? The knockout stop, or they get stopped, or they get beat. If Tyson Fury beats Usyk, he will go down as the greatest of all time. Joe Louis, Cassius Clay, Larry Holmes. But he ain't going to do that because he doesn't want to take the risk. He would rather make everyone believe that by him preaching the shit without showing us the shit. That's what he does. That's why I don't respect Tyson Fury. That's why we have to keep our foot on his fucking neck. We need to George Floyd that motherfucker. Seriously. Put your foot on his neck. Why? Because what end up happening? What happens is Tyson Fury fighting Francis Ngannou. And then see, they're anticipating the UFC crowd. They don't care about boxing because they know a lot of boxing fans are like, you know what, this is a bullshit fight. This is a joke. This is shit. You know what? This isn't going to go anywhere. But Frank Warren and company, what they're anticipating is what? They're anticipating the UFC to save that fucking fight, promotional-wise, commercial-wise. They're expecting the UFC fans. They're expecting something like Floyd. If they do half of what Floyd and McGregor did, they're winning. Shit, if they do a quarter of it, they're winning. Think about it. Was it 4 million? So that means 1 point something million. That's breaking a record for Tyson Fury. Think about it, people. Let's just let's just think about what they're trying to do. I already know what they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to do. I've seen that shit. I've seen it. Kurt Tyson is fooling you, saving the best for last, Floyd versus Manny. No, you know what? Yeah, he's pulling a Floyd. That's why Floyd don't get respect, because Floyd should have fought Manny Pacquiao years ago. You know what he's doing? He knows that he's full of shit, and he's not going to do what Usyk's going to do, just like Floyd won't ever do what Manny was going to do. Look, Floyd would never fight anyone that could beat him at his age. Manny was fighting motherfuckers like Keith Thurman, Yodenis Ugas, Adrian Broner. Think about it. Like, all of these guys, Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas was the WBO at the time. You guys remember that. Don't forget. See, Manny was dropping him, fighting him at a late age. Floyd wasn't doing that shit because Floyd is not that type of guy. See, Tyson Fury just wants to be a copycat version or a white copycat version of Floyd. If Tyson Fury gets hair plugs, I'll be like, okay, this is over with. I can't say hair plugs. That's wrong for me to fucking say that. A hair transplant. Yeah, there you go. Fucking hair plugs. Hair plugs and hair transplants, two different things. Maidana beat Mayweather but got robbed. No, he didn't. Mayweather beat Maidana. Understand, though. Rosie Mason, understand this, Rosie. Maidana was a fucking cherry pick. Yeah. Yes. Maidana was a fucking cherry pick. Why do I say this? Because he was. It's proven. He was a fucking cherry pick. He was a guy that, listen to me, man. You guys got to hear me out. He was a guy. Now let me take this with me. He was a guy that was instructed. He made a fucking poll. You guys don't know this. If you guys don't know that Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather made a poll on his social media, on Twitter. And the question was, how many of you people want to see me fight A, Amir Khan, or B, Marcos Maidana? Now keep in mind, Amir Khan already beat Maidana. Okay? He already beat Marcos Maidana. So since he already beat, the selling point was, that he beat my little brother. He beat Adrian Broner because he upset Adrian Broner, but that was the only thing. But he took that and he ran with it. He took it and he ran with it. And he took it and he ran with it because he knew I did not want to fight fucking Amir Khan. Why? Because Amir Khan, the same guy that pieced up Manny Pacquiao in sparring, was that guy. And he didn't want anything to do with that. So how would that look? A same guy beat the shit out of Manny, gave him everything that he can handle, never fought any of those guys. He ended up fighting big ass Canelo at 155. Fought any of those guys. He ended up fighting big ass Canelo at 155. Remember that? But Amir Khan didn't have the opportunity to fight any of those big wigs. Amir Khan didn't have the opportunity to fight any of those big wigs. Any of them. He didn't have Manny nor Mayweather. None of those guys. But see, Floyd supposed to pick him based on his own voting. Okay? His own voting poll that he chose. Man down. Well, that's all it was, man. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I mean, that's exactly what happened. That's what happened. And Marcos Maidana, like everyone that Floyd fought, wasn't really somebody that we really cared to see. Floyd fought good opposition a long time ago. The only difference was about Floyd. Floyd was just as good. Floyd was as good as his old resume. When he was Pretty Boy, he was piecing people up. He was piecing people up. Kurt Manning fought Thurman with no drug testing in place. Who gives a fuck? You know why I don't care about that? They didn't test Keith Thurman either. Was that a big deal? No, it wasn't. I don't care. Do you think Zhang hits as hard as Wilder? No. I think Zhang hits hard being a southpaw, but Zhang hits more often because Zhang uses combinations when he does throw these power punches. Ask Joe Joyce about that. If Usyk's footwork is so good, like how was Chisora with 11 L's able to smash him around the ring and leave him marked? Where was the master for footwork from Mr. Elite? Didn't see Fury struggle like that. You're not gonna see fucking Fury struggle like that 3 years after the fucking fight happened. That was it 2. So 2 years after that fight happened, Derek Chisora was constantly moving down, bro. His testosterone, his reflexes, his stamina, and everything. So you're trying to compare a 2020 Derek Chisora to a 2022 Derek Chisora with probably like 2 or 3 more losses on his record. Because not only did he lose to Usyk, he also lost to Joseph Parker twice. So that was 3. Then he fights Tyson Fury. So there you go. So no, I mean, like Derek Chisora is a guy that fights for money. He's like a let's go champ. Let's go champ. He's like a Shannon and Cannon. He can still bang, but he's not the same. Kurt, does Kurt know his stream is down? What do you mean, does Kurt know his stream is down? Is it down? What the fuck? Oh. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? No Zhang, he's got the power of Wilder. And Wilder doesn't have the boxing skills of Zhang. Okay, did you guys hear everything I said for the last 5 minutes? Floyd would never sign off on a championship fight with no drug testing. No, because he was the one that invented it. Okay, Tyson Fury ducked David Price over 10 years ago. So Fury is a way more evil cherry picker than Floyd Mayweather. Well, I think they all think in the same. It's a way that you duck and dodge. You know, a lot of, understand this though about ducking. A lot of these guys duck based on they allow their promoters to do that for them. Their promoter's job is to pick these fights. I'm sorry I had to counter punch. I'm waiting to like I'm going to eat lunch, right? And I'm waiting for some friends and stuff to, am I still here? Okay, no, we're here. We're back. We're back. Hello, can people hear me? Testing, testing. 1 through 2, 3, testing. Oh, now can. Cool, cool. Now can. Cue ball, 100. All right, now, so, no, I had to counterpunch. You know, I'm just sitting here waiting because we supposed to be going to lunch and, you know, I'm doing a live. So I'm like, no, I'm not going. I'm going to follow you. So I'm sitting here talking. I've been here in the car for how long? 6 minutes? You know, they didn't even know I was in the car, you know? So anyway, I think it's crazy his name is even put in the same sentence as other greats from the past. All right, I guess that's the cue to go. Shit. Got you back now. Yes, I am back. And for a while, my Wi-Fi was inside. But no, man, like, yeah. So a lot of times these promoters did that. Oscar De La Hoya was notorious for cherry picking for like Canelo. And then when there was someone that was actually about, you know, or competitive, you know, they would just fix the fight. They would fix the fight or buy a judge or, you know, whatever they need to do to make Canelo the winner. So it was a lot of protection shit going on, man. You know, and a lot of people seen that. You know, that Lara Canelo fight, that woke a lot of people up. You know, I remember that shit. I think that was like July 12th, 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the date, right? July 12th. Audio gone again. I don't know. It must be something wrong with the 5G. Prime, Manny, and Floyd. Who you got? I still got Floyd though. I still got Floyd beat Manny. I just think Manny would be able to do more. It would have been more of a competitive fight, you know. But then here's the thing. Me saying that, I'm convinced that Floyd was afraid of Manny. You know, and why he was afraid of Manny is because he knew that Manny was doing stuff that he couldn't do. He couldn't do it. Like, they fought finally in 2015. In 2009 and 2010 and 2011, Manny Pacquiao was doing things that Floyd couldn't do. He couldn't do that to his opponents no more. He couldn't do that as Money Mayweather. Money. He couldn't do that as Money Mayweather. Okay? And Pretty Boy Mayweather was gone. Pretty Boy Mayweather was the result of fighting like that, being aggressive, fucking your hands up. And then, you know, Floyd had fucked up hands. You know? Sorry, meant nothing wrong with sound. Okay. Sugar Ray Leonard would have torn Floyd a new hole, a new one. Depends on what Floyd we're talking about. Depends on what Sugar Ray we're talking about. See, Pretty Boy Floyd was one badass fighter, bro. That dude was awesome. But he was overlooked because it was so many people that was around at that time. I mean, if you look at the people that was around at that time, you had, you had Gaddy, De La Hoya, Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr., Ike Cortez, Sugar Shane Mosley, you know, and then see, those guys were the top guys at the time, okay? You know, then you had Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, you know, and then see, understand, the heavyweight division still ran boxing. So that by itself, Floyd was on the default end. Pretty Boy Floyd was just whooping these guys like, you know, Hernandez, where he actually won his first title when he was 19, you know, taking out guys like all these, they were too small. They were too small for him. Marvelous versus Floyd, that would be Marvel and Hagler. It was a, you know, he's a middleweight, so he might have been Floyd. Floyd lose to Logan Paul. I hope he does. I don't want him to see him fight Logan Paul. I don't want to see that fight happen, because that's just Floyd, just too old, you know. Fury. Okay, should I guess you need to erase that. No way, Montreal. May lost when he was pretty boy to Castillo versus Mayweather. Well, a lot of people thought De La Hoya beat Mayweather. So I mean, De La Hoya. I mean, Mayweather had some pretty fights, bro. He had some close fights. The Castillo fights were close. But see, one thing about Floyd, what helped Floyd is his the triangle theories. How did the triangle theories help Floyd? Easy. A lot of people thought Castillo beat Mayweather, right? Okay, so then he ran it right back, just like he did with Maidana. He did a little better, and they gave it to him again. Okay, even though in the second fight, I think Floyd landed more solid punches. But what happened to Castillo? Castillo got knocked out by Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Ricky Hatton knocked out Castillo. Okay, you guys remember that? And if you don't know, now you know. And then, of course, Floyd fought a hard-ass fight with Oscar De La Hoya. And then instead of fighting De La Hoya again, he goes on and fights Ricky Hatton. Okay? When he fights Ricky Hatton, he knocks out Ricky Hatton in the 10th round with a check left to. So nobody cared about the Castillo loss no more, simply because Hatton took care of the Castillo problem, and he took care of Hatton, the hitman. Called Americans favoritism, Floyd. Triple D is a quitter. He's a bloody quitter. He's a quitter. Like Johnny Nelson. Let's be honest. He's a quitter. He's a bloody quitter. He has quit in him. Dubois can dream about KOing Usyk with a floating rib shot. Then he'll wake up and realize that he's way too slow to hit Usyk cleanly. He won't wake up. What he'll do, he'll get beat up. That's what's going to happen. He'll be with a couple bruised eyes, you know what I mean? But I wish Danny Dubois the best. I think he's a good kid. I think, you know, and this is what I think about Danny Dubois, okay? Danny Dubois is a good kid. He's a 23-year-old powerhouse, Frank Bruno style fighter. He trains a lot with Frank. Shit, I thought he was related to Frank Bruno as much as he spent time around him, okay? Keep in mind, he's a good fellow. You know, I think what he tried to do, I think Danny Dubois, I think he tried to be somebody he wasn't. Danny Dubois, that shit he said about Joe Joyce's mom, saying, well, hey, it's a good thing that you're blind because I'm about to, you know, beat up your son, that type of shit. You don't say stuff like that. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody egged him on to say that. Maybe he thought that was clever or whatever, but that Danny Dubois is not, I don't think he's that type of person. I don't think he's that, you know, he's not wired that way. You know, I think Daniel's problem is Daniel's with the wrong promoter. Let's be honest for a minute, like Johnny Nelson, right? If Daniel Dubois was with Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, he would be marketed and looked at in a total different light. I think Frank has a bad rap, you know, because he has a lot of fucking people that he promotes, and the people have shady history. Therefore, they reflect the promotional company. Therefore, you know, they look at Frank like a dirtbag. And Frank's done some slime ball shit. Let's face it. But you know, you are just as good as the people you promote. And I think Daniel Dubois, him saying that didn't help him, but I think he's a good kid. I just think people would look at him totally different if he was with Eddie Hearn, you know, or Ben Shalom. Usyk is another Wilder, ducking all the big fights, but Fury is fighting the big dogs. North London. You call Francis Ngannou a big dog in the sport of boxing? No, bro. Let's stop that shit. Let's stop. Stop, please. North London, stop, please. like Oscar De La Hoya. Please stop. I'm begging you. With tears in my eyes, stop. I'm like, what? Yeah, Oscar said that shit to Floyd. You know, him and Floyd were doing this back and forth about 4 or 5 years ago. And Oscar was like, Floyd, please, I'm begging you. With tears in my eyes, please, stop. Because, you know, Floyd was bringing up that drag queen shit. That trans Oscar shit. He was bringing that shit up. You know, Oscar was about to fucking relapse on national TV. I need drugs. He's ruining. Fuck you, Floyd. You didn't want to fight me in the rematch, Floyd Mayweather. You cocksucker. I was drunk. I need drugs. All top heavyweights have taken easy fights. Waiting for Saudi paycheck. Saudis have successfully ruined boxing this year. No, they ain't. They ain't ruined boxing. It's these fucking promoters. The fighters themselves. They ain't. Look, bro. These promoters, these fucking fighters have to be held accountable for the choices that they make. That's why I repeat, I do not give Joe Joyce slack. I do not give him shit for fighting the best. See, it's funny. Some of the same fucking people will say Joe Joyce was stupid for fighting Zhang when he had an opportunity already. However, those same people will say, oh, well, Saudi Arabia ruined boxing. No, they didn't fucking not. They just offered an amount of money to keep these motherfuckers to entice them to fight. And even Tyson Fury, that ain't enough for him. But the bitch is still fucking fighting in Saudi, trying to put money together. Make that shit make sense. He's still fighting in Saudi Arabia, but he doesn't want to fight Oleksandr Usyk in Saudi Arabia. So you can fight in the same place, but can't fight Usyk for fucking millions of dollars? And it shows you. Tyson understands this. I would rather fight Francis Ngannou for possibly less money and win than to fight for more money and lose. Because that record, I don't give a fuck how much money you make, that record will still and always be affected if he lost. If he lost, he looks at it of always being a loser. That's that Floyd Mayweather mentality, drilled in fucking brainwashed bullshit way of thinking. That, hey, I'm gonna always think I'm a loser because I always have this loss to one fighter. That's how Tyson Fury thinks, because that's how Floyd Mayweather thinks or thought. That's what he did. And Tyson is like, hey, as long as people hate me, I'll have a job. But I can't keep that job if I get beat by a guy from the fucking Ukraine. I come up with a guy from the Ukraine and I fall out for a guy from the Ukraine. There's no way. You guys see the similarities? Tyson Fury, it's a little deeper than that to him. Tyson Fury's not losing to a Ukrainian because that's where he got his fucking stripes, is from Vladimir. And I'd be damned he's not going to lose those stripes to another Ukrainian of this generation. If Saudi didn't offer the big Benjamins, we wouldn't get the fight. Exactly. Can't say Saudi Arabia ruined boxing. The fuck? They're making these fucking cocksuckers brave enough to put their O or whatever on the line. Some of them. Some of them. The Fury exhibition is a joke. Jack Smith. Well, it's a money grab. It's not a real boxing match. I think we can relax on the mindset of understanding that it's not a real fight anyway, so we shouldn't really be mad or angry about it. Dubois throws a lot of borderline low-bodied style. Usyk definitely going to complain about that. Well, he should complain. So if anybody gets fouled, they should complain. They should signal to the ref, like, look, this is what's happening. Okay, this guy, oh, whoa, behind the head. Oh, ooh, you know. Oh, wait, on my hip shots. You know, rabbit punches, kidney punches. Kurt, have you ever noticed the amount of low blows Spence throws? No. He throws a lot of body punches, but I think a guy, it's fair to say, that lands body low blows throws a lot of body shots. Now, I don't look at it like that. I think, yeah, you know, I think just like people that fight wild and reckless land a lot of rabbit punches. Look at Deontay Wilder. Look at Andy Ruiz. Same shit. The Fury versus Ngannou fight is going to count on their pro records. It's not an exhibition. Well, listen. When Fury beats Ngannou, it won't count. If Ngannou beats Fury, it will count. That's how you look at that, okay? The same shit would have been for Floyd and McGregor. See, if McGregor would have knocked out Floyd would have, it's not a real fight. He's not a real fighter. He's not even ranked. I gave him the opportunity. We made a lot of money. I came out. I gave it my best. Do you think the loser between AJ and Wilder is done? Yeah. Especially if it's AJ. AJ's done, bro. You can't keep losing 2001, 21, 2022, 2023. Shit, and then you're still losing? Nah, bro. That's third time's a charm. AJ can just sell off and buy him a big-ass palace in Saudi Arabia and just chill with a harem of chicks and be getting ready to slam and lift weights because he ain't going to be fucking fighting no more. He ain't going to be fighting. Riding jet skis and shit in Dubois, turn into a black sheik. That's all he's going to be doing because he ain't going to be fighting. He might get a fight with like someone like Andy Ruiz. Shit, someone like that. Dillian White will fight him again. You know, because Dillian still wants that, motherfucker. Yeah, let me in, cocksucker. Yeah, thanks. Fucking jerk off. But anyway, the Wilder is also done for whenever he loses from AJ. Well, it'll be tough for him too, simply because Wilder he's been now beaten by Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Those are the two guys, and then he will have 3 losses and 1 draw. You know, but if AJ beats Wilder, understand, if AJ beats Wilder, they're going to have a rematch. So there's going to be a part 2. Wilder ain't going to look. It's going to be something that Wilder brings up that's going to make it interesting because people will believe it because people are stupid. You know, like Wilder fans are fucking retarded. And they will believe anything. They believe the spiked water. They believe the glove gate. They believe crab in the barrel referee. They believe the fucking trainer. They believed the fucking costume. They believed everything. When that motherfucker said speak it, believe it, receive it, he didn't mean speak stupid shit, believe stupid shit, and receive stupid shit. What the fuck? Okay, yeah. So yeah, if AJ beats Wilder, okay, if he beats Wilder, they will have a rematch. AJ beats Wilder, then we get some new BS. Yeah, we will. We will. Definitely, we will. I think something was wrong with the gloves. I've always said that. I think they like to cheat. All Britain fighters like to cheat. So, Usyk the new boogeyman, right in a lot of people's eyes. You know, I'm about to go eat, guys. It was a great live stream. Like hanging out with you guys, kicking it, counter punching it, But I will be back. This is a Monday. I will be back tomorrow or Wednesday with a new topic. God bless you all. You guys be safe at the beginning of the week. This is Garfield's favorite day, and everyone has been counterpunched. Peace!